Alex over here with head coach of the women's basketball team, Jerry Porter. Long break before this game tonight. How are the women feeling ahead of tip-off?
Well, I think it was long, but it was probably good. Just after playing 5 games, kind of closely crammed together. I think it was good for us to be able to just kind of step back and just kind of take a look at where we're at right now. Obviously leaving with a win on Tuesday and then having a couple of days off kind of left everybody in a pretty good headspace. So we got back in the gym on Saturday. Got a couple of really good days of practicing, prep for a big week. And so I think the break was good for us, and I think the mindset right now is just continue to move forward like we have been.
You talk about big week, obviously, Lenoir-Rhyne tonight, and then Patriots away on Wednesday. Start with Lenoir-Rhyne, 6-0 into the game, impressive start of the season. What is the focus after that?
We got to defend. They come in tonight as probably the best offensive team we've seen yet. They are kicking on all cylinders. They've got a lot of kids back from a team that competed with just about everybody they played last year. They added a point guard that we know very well. Lazaria Fields was the starting point guard at Mount Olive last year and transferred out to take a grad year at Lenoir-Rhyne. So she's people pretty familiar with in terms of the style things that she brings to the table. But she actually, I think, is the piece that they were missing in terms of just adding scoring point guard and also the savvy that she plays with. So we're doing a good job defensively. Like all the conversation, all the talk that we've had over the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season about needing to be good on the defensive side of the ball. I think all of that really plays big tonight in terms of whether or not we can keep them in front of us, get the shots contested, and then do a good job on ourselves. We got to hit shots and be pretty confident on our offensive side of the ball as well.
You specifically talked about defending. Does that need to come more in the paint, or does that need to be more of a perimeter thing?
They're going to start 5 guards. They're going to start 5 guards. Their leading scorer is actually an undersized post, about 5 but she comes off the bench. She's been playing first 2 games this season. So they have literally strong a 5-guard lineup. They shoot the ball extremely well. So we're going to have to defend the perimeter. We've talked a lot about getting up, applying pressure to the ball, looking to take the next pass. We're really not sitting back and waiting on them to do what they do and then trying to guard it, but just trying to be a little bit more proactive in the way that we defend, making them touches the call, pressuring the ball and allowing them to run offense. We talked about trying to be disruptive. And so I'm hoping that's what people see tonight when they watch us defend.
Absolutely. We talked about defense. What is the offense at this point?
Keeping us spread out, looking to attack them a little bit. We don't feel like we've done quite as good a job in transition as this team is capable of doing. We're long, we're athletic, we run the floor well. I feel like we should and could be getting a little bit more in our transition offense, early offense. Beyond that, I think one of the weaknesses that the line has is just their ability to maybe stay in front of the ball when the floor is spread out. When our spacing is good, I think we do a good job attacking them. We fall up to 3 sometimes. I think a lot of teams do. But really the focus for the last couple of days has just been looking to spread out, attack, get the ball to the paint first, whether it's a entry pass, whether it's true penetration, shoot our bigs after we've gotten paint touches, and look the ball out and get ourselves some clean looks on the perimeter. So we need to be a little more aggressive offense. I think some of that hopefully will come from the confidence we have played pretty well home for our first home game. So if we can stay in that rhythm that we were in last week against Marion, I think we'll be okay on the offensive side of the ball. But we got to put it all together tonight against this really good Lenoir-Rhyne team.
No doubt about it. I can't wait. I'm sure you can't wait either. But thanks for sitting down with us once again, Coach.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Good evening and welcome to Marion University. We are in the center on the level of campus here at Marion, and I hope you enjoyed that interview with Coach Jerry Porter. I didn't get a chance and opportunity to hear it because of the system that we have in play here, but I'll get a chance to listen to it later on. She's one of my favorite people on campus, and she's a great job with his women's basketball program at Marion. We have a doubleheader basketball tonight. First game of the doubleheader is Marion against Lenoir-Rhyne University. We will have the second game coming directly after 7:30 this evening. Will be the men's team going against my alma mater, Newberg College. So let's get ready for some non-conference play between the Patriots and the Bears of Lenoir-Rhyne University. For the Patriots, keep an eye out for number 32, Taylor. She's the big 5'11" center here for Marion. She's averaging a little over 18 points per ball game and is a major force inside. The Patriots come in with a record of 2-3, but the most important part about that 2-3 record is that we are 1-0 in the conference. Beat Shawan from North Carolina by 72-60 last week on November 22nd, and that took us to 1-0 in Conference Carolina, our second year playing in that conference. So a good start to the season conference-wise for our weather victory for the Patriots game against Newberg College. We'll see later on this evening. We took care of the women 73-64. At home just a couple of weeks ago as well. So we're really looking forward to this Conference Carolina season with head coach Jerry Porter, who taken the ladies to the Elite 8 in Division II a few years ago. We can get back to the NCAA tournament once again this year. We're a couple minutes away from start. So in addition to Lauren Taylor, we've got Kiana Lee, number 25. Kiana, she's 5'7" sophomore guard from North South Carolina. She's averaging just at 13 points a game. So we had an inside-outside thing going on with Kiana Lee and Lauren Taylor. The Patriots in their last game, which was that victory against Shawan, they shot 40% beyond the arc. They had 8 points. They were 8 of 20, and they shot over 40% from the floor as well. So the Patriots doing a really good job shooting-wise in that game. Hopefully that will carry on to this as well. We'll take a look now at our starting lineups. First of all, for Lenoir-Rhyne University, the Bears come in with a record of 6-0. Patriots have a real list this evening. So first of all, we've got number 1, Lazaria Fields. She's a 5'2" graduate guard. She's from Wilmington, North Carolina. We also have a 6-foot junior guard from Connecticut, number 2, Megan Landseidel. We have a 5'9" graduate student. She's a guard from North Carolina, number 10, Hannah Stoll. And also Virginia, a 5'6" junior guard, number 20, Emily Harmon. And rounding out the 5, also at guard, a 5'10" junior from Britain, North Carolina, number 3, Blakely Crooks. When you look at that Bears basketball squad, they really spread going around with a couple players really close to double digits. And you basically take the horse for that spot this evening. Let's take a look now at our Marion University Patriots starting lineup. They come in with a senior from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Playing forward and sometimes center, number 22, Jasmine Stanley. A 5'7" sophomore guard from North Augusta, South Carolina, number 25, Kiana Lee. And rounding out the starting five for Francis Marion, a 5'11" junior center from Blythewood, South Carolina, number 32, Lynn Taylor. Coach for the Patriots, head coach Jerry Porter. Now mention that the coach for Lenoir-Rhyne is Grant's assistant coach is Blake Simmons. For the Patriots, our assistant coaches are Jeanette Walker and Ryan McGee. Our athletic trainer is Haley Black. Speaking of, they've cut the lights out here in the Smith Center. And they are doing the music theme, getting ready to announce the starting line for our Patriots. I'm going to take us back and look a little bit more at the box scores for our Patriots. As I said, our leading scorer with just over 18 points per ball game. From the inside, Lauren Taylor, she is a force. Kind of lead inside, outside, does a lot of driving. She averages 13 points per game at 8.2 points per game. We got Anaya Oliver. She's knocking down trays at about 1 every 3. Scarlett Gilmore has 8 points in her own right. She's a 20%, 21% beyond the archer right now. She's only 5.4 on the season. That should change. Scarlett can knock them down. When he does, she starts knocking them down in bunches. The all-time record between these two squads is Patriots up 4-2. We haven't played Lenoir-Rhyne in over a decade. Back when Heather Macy was here, we played them in the tournament a couple of times. The Peach Belt Conference and the NCAAs. But the Patriots do lead this series 4-2. They own a 2-1 home advantage. They're 0-1 on the road up in Lenoir-Rhyne, and on a neutral site, Patriots have won both ball games they played. Head coach Jerry Porter took the Patriots to the Elite Eight in the NCAA Nation tournament. Her first year here, it was a meteoric rise. Things have stabilized just a little bit, but she's got a very good program developed here at Francis Marion. And we're very happy to have her here at Francis Marion. As I said at the beginning, she is one of my favorite people on campus. She's just so infectious. She's always smiling, joking, but when it's time to get serious, she does get serious. Patriots have just a little bit of size advantage on the starting lineup, the Bears. It looks like they have some legitimate size on the bench. Patriots come out in the circle. Patriots wearing their traditional home whites. They've got red and blue trim. And the Bears are in their road blacks with garnet and white trim. Patriots start out playing man-to-man. Right elbow, Azaria Fields knocks down the mid-range jumper and starts the scoring off. Bearcats apply full court pressure. Zone trap. And the Patriots get through it. Oliver sets the point. And the Bears back into zone. Drive by Patriots off the leg of Gilmore. And the ball will go to the Bearcats. Still ends it off. Fields drives on that right side again. Gets to the rim. Too strong. Good. Stanley comes away with the board. And the Patriots put the ball back the other way. Jasmine, top of the key. We have a little discussion on what the scoring is here. Our SID, Michael Hawkins, is talking to the official and some other folks at the scorer's table. Looks like it will be Patriots ball when they get this settled. Lee will inbound the ball underneath her own basket. More. She gets it up on the glass. Can't get it to go down, but she'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Gilmore, 10 of 14 from the charity stripe this year. Just over 71%, and she rattles the first one in. So the Patriots on the board. Just over a minute gone in this fourth quarter of play. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Taylor comes away with the rebound, and she finishes inside. That's now Lauren Taylor as she gets the offensive board and converts. Inside, gives the ball up. Patriots come back that way. Oliver gets in, and the ball is slotted away by number 20. Away with it. Harmon drives down the right side, kicks it back outside. Bears move the ball, and a great move that time by number 10, Hannah Stull, as she blew around Taylor. Got an easy score. The Bears are lean and athletic and awfully quick. 15 on the shot clock. Gilmore resets for the Patriots. Lee does a little jab step with the right foot, goes in strong, puts it off the glass, and scores. Nice drive down the right side by Lee, giving the Patriots back a 1-point lead. Fields works on Gilmore. Picks up high screen, their switch. A long two by Stull, and the Bears come back. Oliver goes inside, Stanley has it, may move, goes up strong, and gets inside. Easy basket for the 6-foot-tall Jasmine Stanley. Sorry, 6'1". Fields once again gets the high screen. Patriots again switch. Lee works on Fields. And nothing but the bottom of the net on that one. She's a 73% free throw shooter this year. Second opportunity coming up. She can break the tie. Back iron, no good. Kiana Lee comes away with a rebound, and Oliver pushes it up for the Patriots. Lee has it, gets it down to the right side, drives up again, and softly finishes with the right hand. Lee back-to-back drives down that right side of the lane. Turnover by Fields. Lee has it. She goes up strong, rolls off the front of the rim. Good defense in transition by the Bears. That was Crooks supplying the pressure. Lee could not convert. And then it gets it stolen away by Harmon. Outside. Deep three. Landseidel. And the Patriots find themselves down one. Pace to this ball game right now. Gilmore drives inside, and we're going to see an armbar by Fields. Fields will pick up her first personal foul. That's the team's third. Oliver inbounds the ball. Turnaround. Lauren can't get it to go down. Stanley gets the board. She gets undercut by Blakely Crooks. So Blakely picks up the first personal foul. That's the team's fourth. So he's seeing some free throws here shortly. Gilmore inside. Too strong with the right hand. And Lenoir-Rhyne comes away with it. Another three-point attempt. No good this time by Landseidel. Oliver with a great feed to Scarlett Gilmore and a wonderful finish. The Bears pushing up the floor. Patriots caught napping just a little bit defensively. But Lenoir-Rhyne could not convert. Patriots with a 1-point lead in position. Pump fake Gilmore. She goes up strong and got tangled up with Brooks. Another good defensive play. Turnover goes to Lenoir-Rhyne. And that's going to take us to our first media timeout. So with 4:52 to go in this first quarter of play, the Patriots up on.
Hypnotized again. Do the do.
Here we are back at the Smith Center on the lovely campus of Francis Marion University. We've got doubleheader basketball action this night. It's not Conference Carolina play this evening, but a couple of good teams are coming in to the Smith Center. We've got a game going right now here in the first quarter against Lenoir-Rhyne. Newberry College to take the court against our Patriot men in about an hour and a half or so. Harmon drops to the left elbow and knocks down the 14-footer. Couple of substitutions for the Patriots. Number 20, Jacob Richards checks in. Although number 1, Trinity Adams. A lot of honking going on here.
Fouls on the Bears. Number 10, Hannah Stoll. At the line of the Patriots, number 32, Lauren Taylor.
Lauren Taylor is going to go to the line. She'll shoot a pair. The foul was on number 10, Hannah Stoll. That's her second personal foul, team's 5th. And Lauren knocks down the first free throw. She's also a 72% free throw shooter so far early on in this young season. Second free throw. I think Taylor thought she had missed it. She went charging in after the ball, but it went down. Patriots regained a 1-point lead. A lot of lead changes here in this first quarter. Nice interior pass, no good. I thought the Patriots were going to corral that rebound on the miss by number 14, Brandy Hudson. But it goes out of bounds and stays with Lenoir-Rhyne. A little trouble getting all in. Stolen away by Richards, and Richards takes it in strong. She'll get fouled. Long athletic play that time by Jada.
Fouls on the Bears, number 2, Megan Lesotho. Check in with the Bears, number 13,
So number 2, Megan Lensidle.
At the line of the Patriots, number 20, Jada Richards.
Commits a foul, that's her second. And Richards rattles the first one out, no good. And
Fouls on the Patriots, number 11, Anaya Oliver.
so Anaya picks up a personal foul. That's only the team's second. Oliver's first. Sims backs it out for the Bears. Back now to Harmon. Harmon takes the deep 3 and buries it off the move. Big time shot. And once again, the lead changes hands. Patriots get caught in the corner. They do get it out. Adams almost got trapped. Blakely Crook picks up her second personal fouls. The fouls are starting to mount up on some of the Lenoir-Rhyne players. Adams knocks down the first free throw. Second free throw's up, and she rattles that one home. Patriots with the 1-point lead. Substitution Hannah Stoll comes in for Oliver sets up on that left wing, goes inside to Taylor. Taylor goes up strong, puts it high off the glass, and easy basket for Lauren Taylor. That's where she eats. Another steal by the Patriots. Adams comes in strong. Fields comes across with a swipe. Can't get it. And Adams with the basket. Patriots up by 3. Harmon loses the ball. It's on the deck. She gets it back. Good movement by the Bears. Got through the pressure. And Taylor will not play the rebound. Patriots come back. 3, no good. And then have a foul over the top. Number 20 Patriots, Jill Richards. Under 2 to go in the quarter. A couple substitutions. We've got Jasmine Hanley coming back in, number 22, and number 10, Malia Owens, our first action of the evening. Sims gets it over Harmon. Harmon loses the ball, gets inside once again. Finish. The ball's knocked around. They're going to say it is off of Randy Hudson. The Patriots have possession. Owens down the ball. Still full court pressure by these Bears. has Patriots have it. Adams sets the offense between the circles. Richards pushes back, probes in, and gets fouled on the arm as she tried to pass it off to Taylor. That's going to put her on the line. She'll shoot a pair.
Number 13, Bella Sims.
No such thing as a 1-and-1 anymore in women's basketball. It goes 5 fouls per quarter, and when you flip it, it goes automatically to the double bonus. First throw up by Richard, and she buries it. Patriots now themselves with a 4-point lead just for 1 minute to go here in this fourth play. Rattles another one up. Patriots, I thought, have done a very good job this quarter of asserting their inside presence. As I mentioned earlier, thought the size advantage. 7 seconds left in this first quarter. Bears move it around, get it inside. Turn around, nice shot by Hudson off the glass. She was looking for an and one. Owens gets it over. Adams. A little rough around the edges, but the Patriots get it across the timeline and set up. 6 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Adams crosses over, goes up strong, and a tough finish for that young lady. A lot of body flying inside. The Bears get it down quickly. Fields can't get it go down. Gets a rebound, though. Goes up strong. He'll go to the line with under seconds to go. Has an opportunity to get a couple for Lenoir-Rhyne at the end of this first quarter. So Jada Roos is going to pick up her second personal foul. Coach Ward over there talking to the official, pleading her case. And Fields in and out. I'm not sure the county way she came across the free throw line. I hope they're watching this attempt. See if there's a. Oh, she stayed on that time. Good, and she buried it.
Carolina's is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition.
Tigerville has become Titletown.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and spirit. It's who we are. This Conference Carolinas.
Back into the center. Let those first four sticks. Lenoir-Rhyne had any point. They had those on 8 of 17 from the floor, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Patriots had their 24 points on 8 of 15, 53% shooting. Couldn't have to go from distance, over 2, and then 8% Lenoir-Rhyne, 8 of 10. Those free throws giving the Patriots 4-point lead. Gilmore drives in, solid right hand, can't get it go down, stay up and alive, but it goes out to one of the Bears, and they push up the floor. So the Adams push that issue and gets a reward for trouble. Trinity Adams picks up her first team foul in this quarter. Free throw coming for Lenoir-Rhyne. This one's short of iron. 7 on. She picks up the high screen. She drives in, goes up strong, can't get it to go, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. So the Patriots, with a little bit of a wasted opportunity on that last shot, didn't get a very good look. We have a 36 point. Really, the big swing was the flagrant foul that happened about 60 seconds ago. Dillinger takes it from half court, and she made a good effort at it. Couldn't quite get it to go down. So that'll take us into halftime. Patriots with a 6-point lead. 43-37 is our score. We're going to pause for just a moment, and then we'll come back and look at first half statistics before we take the first half break. Just a moment. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Year after year, with unwavering dedication, the Cloud Health has been shoulder to shoulder with families, friends, and neighbors, bringing healthcare expertise and compassion to all communities we serve. As the region's most trusted healthcare source, our physicians are here for you. Our nurses are here for you. The entire family is here for you. McLeod Health, here for life.
You had buzzer for your show because you're supposed to fall asleep. You've compromised enough. Veggies are sure.
Welcome back to halftime here at the first game of our doubleheader in non-conference Carolina play. The Patriots playing Lenoir-Rhyne in the first ball game, and they'll be playing Newberry College in the men's game coming up in about an hour or so. Let's look at our first half statistics here. Didn't make a lot of shots. They were 7 of 25 in that second quarter. So they were 2 of 9 from beyond the arc, so they did knock down a couple of three-pointers in that second quarter, but they were 11 of 15, 73% from the free throw line, and that was basically a big part of the difference in this ball game. Our leading scorer for Lenoir-Rhyne with 11 points is number 20, Emily Harmon. The closest behind her, a couple of players with 7, Stoll and Brandy Houston. Patriots leading scorer was Lauren Taylor, 13 points. Charlotte Gilmore had 9 points for Kiana Lee and 6 for Trinity Adams. The Patriots also had 7 assists on those 15 field goals. They did have 6 turnovers and 5 steals. There were 10 assists on the 14 field goals for Lenoir-Rhyne. They, however, had 9 turnovers and 3 steals. There's a little bit of foul trouble on both sides. A couple of players for Lenoir-Rhyne with 2 or 3 fouls. Jalen Gathers has 3, 2 fouls for Blakely Crooks, 2 fouls for Hannah Stoll, and 2 for Megan Linesidel. The Patriots fouls, the only in a little questionable condition are Trinity Adams with 2 and also Jada Richards with 2. Points in the paint's dominated by the Patriots, 24-16. Second chance points also dominated by the Patriots, 9-1, doing a great job cleaning up the boards. Fast break points go to Lenoir-Rhyne, 13-5, and bench points about even, 10-9 in favor of the Bears. There were 13 lead changes and 5 ties in that first half of play. Patriots doing a good job on the boards, leading that statistic by a score of 25-16. So that takes us here to halftime. We'll be back in about 11 minutes for second half action. This is the Patriot Sports Network.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition.
Tigerville has become Titletown.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
If you had to pause your favorite show because your spouse fell asleep, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Year after year, with unwavering dedication, McLeod Health has stood shoulder to shoulder with families, friends, and neighbors, bringing healthcare expertise and compassion to all the communities we serve. As the region's most trusted healthcare resource, our physicians are here for you. Our nurses are here for you. The entire McLeod family is here for you. McLeod Health, here for life.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Francis Marion University provided me opportunity in basketball and education. After graduation, I played professionally and started my own business. Today, I'm an assistant admissions director helping the next generation of Patriots. Because an education at Francis Marion opens doors to a world of opportunities.
Well, my baby gives me special love. It's the kind of stuff.
Honey, it's your
pizza, better with Pepsi.
Where can you find Francis Marion University? Are we at our ever-expanding main campus? Or at the new Freshwater Ecology Center? In our theaters, galleries, and classrooms in downtown Florence? Or with the growing list of partners throughout the state? We're all of those places. And we're with every one of our 26,000 graduates. Francis Marion University. We're everywhere.
This one is for every parent who needs a vacation after getting back from a family vacation. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Dude. Fire. Grillmaster, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition.
Tigerville has become Title Town.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
If you had to pause your favorite show because your spouse fell asleep, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Year after year, with unwavering dedication, McLeod Health has stood shoulder to shoulder with families, friends, and neighbors, bringing healthcare expertise and compassion to all the communities we serve. As the region's most trusted healthcare resource, our physicians are here for you. Our nurses are here for you. The entire McLeod family is here for you. McLeod Health, here for life.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Francis Marion University provided me opportunity in basketball and education. After graduation, I played professionally and started my own business. Today, I'm an assistant admissions director helping the next generation of Patriots. Because an education at Francis Marion opens doors to a world of opportunities.
Well, my baby does gives me special love. It's the kind of stuff.
Honey, it's your turn.
I'm
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Where can you find Francis Marion University? Are we at our ever-expanding main campus? Or at the new Freshwater Ecology Center? In our theaters, galleries, and classrooms in downtown Florence? Or with the growing list of partners throughout the state? We're all of those places. And we're with every one of our 26,000 graduates. Francis Marion University. We're everywhere.
This one is for every parent who needs a vacation after getting back from a family vacation. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Dude, fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back here to the Smith Center on the lovely campus of Francis Marion University. Been a beautiful couple of days here in the PD. Lovely weather, low humidity, very mild temperatures. But it's heating up here inside our Smith Center. Patriots up 43-37 at halftime. They looked very good in the first half. Fell off on the shooting. Most of that was around the basket in the second quarter, so many of those turned into second chance points based off of missing a shot around the basket, getting your own rebound, and putting it back in. So that shooting percentage went down a great deal. Patriots still did a really good job of converting from the free throw line. A couple of easy drives in that first and second quarter for the Bears. Hope the Patriots can get that defense kind of squared away from that perspective. The speed and athleticism of that Lenoir-Rhyne squad giving us a little bit of a problem. But I'll tell you what, when the Patriots got it inside, they knew what to do with it, and they put it in the hole. So we'll see if they can continue those ways on here. We are just a second or two away from second half action here.
All right, fans, let's get ready. Second half action.
Lenoir-Rhyne has the ball. The Bears get it in. Fields has it. Inside, and we're going to have a foul on Blakely Crooks. That might be her third.
Fouls on the Bears, number 30, Blakely Crooks.
She got up with the left hand and just short-armed it a little bit, went bottom rim, and Taylor came away with a rebound. Oliver gets over the top and breaks the pressure. So that is the third personal foul on Blakely Cook. First team foul in the second half for the Bears. Stanley from the free throw line, too strong. Harmon gets the rebound, pushes it, hands it off to Stutz, who gets all the way inside and finishes easily. And Lenoir-Rhyne pushing the issue, catches the Patriots in transition. Oliver gets it across the timeline, sets in between the circles. Still man-to-man defense by the Bears. Taylor for three, left side, front iron, no good. Lee gets the save, but Harmon turns her head up. Nice movement, Fields, mid-range jumper, left side, no good. And the Patriots couldn't secure the rebound, and Landseidel buries the three and pulls the Bears within one. Patriots looking for their first points here in the second half. Taylor works on Crooks, turns around, no good, and it goes over the backboard. So well, that one's going to be there for a second until we get another ball to pop it out. Oh. Looks like we might have to come from the backside on it. Oh, we've got a broom possibly. We might have to get one of the big guys from the men's team. And we've got Jonah. Comes out there with the broom, takes a bow, and we'll see him in action in an hour or so when the men take the floor. And now the Bears have an opportunity to take the lead. Fields drives inside, kicks it outside. Landseidel for three once again, and she knocks it down. So Megan, back-to-back three-pointers. Gilmore spun into the double team and loses the ball. Looks like we're going to have a turnover, and there is our 10-second violation. So Coach Porter is going to call a timeout as the Patriots have let things really slip away here. Just over 2 minutes gone in this third quarter. So Coach Porter calls a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. So, wow, that's going to move it to immediate timeout. So we'll take a small break. Patriots find themselves down by 2. Lenoir-Rhyne has the ball when we come back. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Where can you find Francis Marion University? Are we at our ever-expanding main campus? Or at the new Freshwater Ecology Center? In our theaters, galleries, and classrooms in downtown Florence, or with the growing list of partners throughout the state? We're all of those places. And we're with every one of our 26,000 graduates. Francis Marion University. We're everywhere.
This one is for every parent who needs a vacation after getting back from a family vacation. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Well, there's 2 scripts in play right now. If there was a way that Coach Smith would love to script the first 2 minutes of the second half, he is right on it. If there was a script of what you wouldn't want to have happen in the first 2 minutes of the second half after having a 6-point lead, just look at what the Patriots have had to deal with as they are the victims of an 8-0 run by the Bears to take a 2-point lead. Stutz takes the three, no good. And the Patriots get the rebound. Still have not scored in the second half. Gilmore deep on the left side. Puts it in, Taylor. Kicks it back to Gilmore. 13 on the shot clock. Scarlett drives inside, goes up strong. Can't get it to go down, but she'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
Fouls on the
That's going to be on Blakely Crooks, and that is her 4th personal foul, so she'll come to the bench. And we're going to see number 14, Brandy Hudson, back in the ball game. Brandy had a strong first half. Gilmore puts the first one up and good. .72% free throw shooter on the season. Second one coming up. And she pops that in. So the Patriots tie the score back up, and they have broken the seal on the points in the second half. Courtesy of Scarlett Gilmore from the free throw line. Inside, Hudson goes up against Taylor Strong, and Taylor lets it go out of bounds. It will be Patriots ball. Nice move by Hudson, just a little bit too strong off the glass. The Bearcats have applied a little more pressure on that full court set, already causing a turnover. And we're going to have a hold on the inside.
Now it's on the Bears, number 14, Brandy Hudson.
That's going to be on Brandy Hudson. Her second personal foul. Team's third. 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Gilmore pumped a three. Down she takes it. Back iron, no good. Jasmine Stanley with the rebound. Patriots have a second opportunity. High screen. Oliver steps back for three. No good. And Fields comes away with a rebound. She pushes the ball up the floor. Lee's going to stop her. Good defense by Kiana Lee, stopping the ball. Still, Fields did a good job of getting it up on the glass, and it almost went down, just rolled harmlessly off the front of the rim. Lee for three. No good, side iron. Harmon, she's going to push the ball. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Good defense, way to slow things down and allow our defense to get reset. We're going to see number 20, Jada Richards, back in the ball game for the Patriots. Stanley's going to get a little bit of a breather. Fields, free throw line. Jumper, no good. Taylor with the rebound, and Harmon comes by and sneaks it away from her. Goes up and can't knock down the layup. So good defensive play that time by Harmon, but just couldn't finish. Richards bobbled the ball, but tracked it down. 15 on the shot clock between the circles. Lee, pump fakes. Goes up strong with the right hand and gets the shooters. I'm not going to call that touch, actually, but got it to go down. Lauren Taylor hit the deck on that defensive exchange, and Hudson comes away with the points. And Lee with three, no good. And we're going to have a foul, and we've got a hurt player for the Bears. That's unfortunate. You can see the pain on that young lady's face. Looks like it might be her knee. She's wearing a knee brace, and it looks like they're holding that knee. I believe that's number 2. I can't quite. Megan Lensidel. And that's going to take us to a media timeout. So we'll see what's going on with the knee here when we come back in just a moment. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Back here at the Smith Center, number 2, Megan Landseidel, is being carried off of the court. She is on the trainer's table over in the end zone. Has some people looking at her. Megan's got 9 points on 3 3-pointers this evening. 2 of them have come in this third quarter of play, back to back. She's had a solid game for the Bears. I hope that knee is going to be okay. So far in this third quarter, the Patriots a woeful 1 for 8 from the floor. That's only 12.5%. They have hit a couple of free throws. They've only scored 4 points here, being outscored 10-4 here in the second half. Took them a couple of minutes to get into the flow of the game. A couple of turnovers. Some of those turnovers created by that full court pressure of the Bears. The Patriots, however, do have the ball, and they will take it out. Richards underneath her own basket. Lee works on Sims. Goes baseline. Strong with the right hand. Kiana Lee, she knows how to finish strongly around the basket. And the Patriots back to a 2-point lead. Stutz goes inside. Hudson works on Taylor. She goes up and under, good shot, and Taylor gets called with the foul on the very good move by Hudson inside. So Lauren is going to pick up her first personal foul. Hudson gets a pair of free throws. The first one's up and good. Hudson, a very good free throw shooter, over 79%. Has hit a few this evening. Only 1 team foul for the Patriots. 4 team fouls for Lenoir-Rhyne. Second free throw's up, and she buried that one as well. In the middle, Lee has it. Pressure broken down. The Bears come back quickly to stem any advantage the Patriots might have in numbers. Over the top, Taylor has it, goes up strong, too strong, and over the top. Number 10, Hannah Stoll, came over the top and knocked it out of bounds. 20 seconds on the shot clock. We'll see a substitution. Trinity Adams will give Scarlett Gilmore a little bit of a breather for the Patriots. Some of the Patriot faithful thought that there was a foul on that last play, getting knocked out of bounds, but no call, and Patriots maintain possession. Oliver, skip pass. Lee has it. She drives inside. Ball knocked away. Oliver for 3, left side. Shotzi. She knocks it down. Breaks the tie, and the Patriots are up by 3 points. 52-49 is our score. A miscue as Bella Sims was not expecting the pass. It hits her in the back, and the Patriots come away with the steal. Richards now, top of the key. Adams, deep on that right wing, looks inside. Taylor, wide open 3, right side. Shotzi, she knocks it down. Brandy Hudson was calling for a breather. Coach Smith said, stay out there. And the Patriots back up by 6. Another turnover. Richards has it. Head on a swivel, heads up, and Oliver sets the offense, loses the ball off her foot, but Adams in the right place at the right time to keep possession for the Patriots. Almost stepped out of bounds right in front of me. And then we're going to have a travel on Lauren Taylor. She didn't like the call. But it is a turnover, and the Bears have it. Fields brings it up. Richards plays tight man-to-man defense on her. A little bit of a bailout on some really good defense. So Richards gets called for the foul. Pretty good defense that time. A little bit handsy in there. Hudson has it between the circles. Hudson drives in strong, finishes easily. Cuts the lead to 4. Patriots once again break the pressure. Adams goes up strong, can't get it to go down. Good defense that time by the Bears. And Hudson couldn't keep the dribble, loses it. Adams back again, and she finishes even after a partial block by one of the Bears. Harmon slows it down for Lenoir-Rhyne, sets up the offense between the circles. Fields looks for the high screen. She gets it. Then goes baseline and gets the teardrop to go down. Nice finish. Long pass. Richards has it. Gets it over. I thought Lee might have taken a 3 over there. She was wide open on the left baseline. Decided to take a little bit of the air out of the ball. They go inside to Lauren. And they're calling her on a 3-second violation. Malia Owen will check in for the Patriots. And we've got Maddie Dillinger. Back inside for the Bears. She picks up her duties against Taylor. And Owens is going to get called with a bit of a body check. That's her second personal foul. Team's third. Just a tick over a minute to go in this third quarter of play. Patriots with a 4-point lead. Inside, Hudson gets it over to Dillinger. Sims gets called. Nope, not the travel. They got another 3-second violation. Some in and outside movement. And one of the Bears did not reset outside of the lane. So another turnover goes the way of the Patriots. And a lazy inbounds play by the Patriots. And it was stolen away. And looks like we're going to get a 3-point play opportunity as Harmon gets fouled on the inside as she makes the layup. That's going to be on number 20, Jada Richards, who's talking to the official right now. That's her 4th personal foul, the team's 4th, so she'll have to come to the bench as Harmon knocks down the 3, or the 3rd point on that free throw. She got 3 the old-fashioned way, and Scarlett Gilmore to check back into the ballgame. Tight pressure caused a turnover last time. Adams having to tuck in her jersey. And the Patriots, once again, turn the ball over. The pressure is starting to pay dividends for the Bears here in this second half. Already with 4 turnovers off of that full court pressure. Fields has it. And Adams gets called for the foul as she tried to knock the ball away from Harmon. And the Patriots, which had only 1 foul just a minute ago, are now allowing the Bears to shoot free throws every time. Patriots started this quarter with a 6-point lead, lost it, got down, re-obtained the 6-point lead, and have finished this quarter the way they've started it by giving up that lead once again. Harmon has an opportunity to give Lenoir-Rhyne the lead, and she does. We're going to see Jasmine Stanley, number 22, check back into the ball game. And almost another turnover. Patriots having a lot of trouble. They need to be a little bit more diligent on what they're trying to accomplish here to get this ball across. And the Patriots finally do, down by 1. Gilmore hands it off. Owens drives it inside. Kick out and another turnover. Sims has it. And Hudson finishes. So the Patriots find themselves down by 3. 18 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Gilmore has it. She almost lost the ball between her legs, but gets it back. Lee, 3 seconds now. Owens for 3, no good, and Dillinger gets the rebound. So the Patriots outscored by 9 in this quarter. They started poorly, ended poorly, had a couple of minutes of decent play on the middle part of that quarter, but a rough start and a rough finish for the. Well, the Patriots ended that quarter reeling a bit. Had 5 turnovers in that quarter of play. That's not going to get it done against this really good Bears squad. Patriots have to be much better protecting the ball. Some of the passes at the end of that quarter were very nonchalant. Patriots do have possession and can cut into this 3-point lead. Gilmore has it. Stanley almost lost it. Gets it to Oliver. 20 on the shot clock. Patriots have plenty of time to reset the offense. But again, the tight defense is causing problems for the Patriots. They go inside, and the ball's knocked around. Another turnover. Harmon comes away with it. Dillinger goes up strong. Left hand, no good. And Coach Porter does not like the way that first offensive set went, so she called a timeout quickly, and that's going to send us to our first media timeout of the fourth quarter. Patriots have the ball when we come back in just a moment. This is the Patriot Sports Network.
Year after year, with unwavering dedication, McLeod Health has stood shoulder to shoulder with families, friends, and neighbors, bringing healthcare expertise and compassion to all the communities we serve. As the region's most trusted healthcare resource, our physicians are here for you. Our nurses are here for you. The entire McLeod family is here for you. McLeod Health, here for life.
If you had to pause your favorite show because your spouse fell asleep, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Let's see if Coach Porter can settle the troops down. The defensive intensity of the Bears have really ratcheted up over the last 4 or 5 minutes of gameplay, and the Patriots have not responded well to it, turning the ball over quite a few times. And again, high pressure. They're trying to deny it to Oliver, our true point guard. She gets possession, however, and works inside. She drives in, goes up strong, and finishes. So nice play by Oliver that time, picking up on the screen of Stanley. getting the basket for the Patriots. Hudson kicks it back outside. Three-point opportunity. Rattles around, no good. And Stanley comes away with the rebound. Gilmore, three. Too short. Harmon comes away with the rebound. Gilmore stops her. But Fields now works. And an and one opportunity as Fields got inside, spun around. Thought it was pretty good defense until the foul by the Patriots. Fields did a good job of knocking it down. She'll have an opportunity to get three the old-fashioned way and give the Bears a 4-point lead. Front iron, no good. Lauren Taylor gets the rebound for the Patriots. And a steal by Hudson, another nonchalant reception. And they're going to call a foul on Lauren Taylor. She got a lot of the ball. So Taylor picks up her second personal foul. The Patriots are not passing the ball crisply, and in that particular case, not receiving the ball. Not going to the ball, just assuming it's going to end up in your hands. And the Bearcats are doing a great job of just jumping into it and taking it away. Hudson, another free throw opportunity. Left side, no good. So no damage done there, but Patriots still need to clean things up. Lee kicks it outside. Oliver almost got the three-pointer, and then Fields got the ball ripped away from her over the top by the much taller Jasmine Stanley, who then finishes and cuts that Bears lead to one. Inside, Hudson. Lauren Taylor gets called for her third personal foul. Joey Porter, the head coach of the Patriots, was looking for a travel, and I can't say I blame her. That foul's on the floor, but the Patriots now have 3 team fouls. Fields, front iron, no good. Stanley comes away with the rebound. She's having an impact here in this fourth quarter. Patriots can cut into this lead, possibly take the lead themselves. Gilmore, top of the key, gets a little bit of a screen, goes up on the right block and knocks it down from 8 feet. So Gilmore gives the Patriots back the lead. This game started out with 13 lead changes in the first quarter and looks like it's going to keep that way the rest of the way. Good ball game. Hudson goes up strong, can't get it to go down. And Jasmine Stanley thought to get that rebound and save it, but she was out of bounds. So it's going to stay with the Bearcats, and they said that Jasmine Stanley did have possession at one point, so they're going to reset the shot clock. So Lenoir-Rhyne gets a fresh 30. Harmon has it. She backs it out, and Gilmore plays defense on her. Looking for the screen. Harmon goes behind the back, almost stolen away by Stanley. They're looking to get it to Hudson. Fields drives in, goes up strong, no good. And the Patriots, after some trouble, finally corral that rebound. Jada Richards gets it. Inside. Stanley, turn around. Too strong. Kiana Lee gets the rebound, and it's knocked out by Lenoir-Rhyne. Patriots will keep possession with 20 on the shot clock. 6:22 to go in this one. Patriots clinging to that 1-point lead. It's got to get inbounds. They finally do. Gilmore has it. Fields played tight defense on that inbounds play. Richard drives in, gets it over to Stanley, who goes up strong and can't get it to go down. She gets back up, no good. Lee gets the rebound, and she goes too strong. So Patriots have 3 point-blank shots, and the Bearcats push it the other way. Fields goes up recklessly, and Gilmore couldn't get that. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Bears ball. We're going to see substitution. Trinity Adams, number 1, checks back in. Jada Richards is a little bit limpy going to the trainer's table. We'll see what's going on with her. Steal on the backdoor cut. Adams has it. Deep left wing. She picks up her dribble and gets it to Lee. Lee drives in strong, goes up with the right hand, back iron, no good, but she'll go to the line and shoot a pair. That's only the first team foul for Lenoir-Rhyne in this fourth quarter. Patriots have 3. That's going to be on number 14, Brandy Hudson.
Number 25, Kiana Lee.
Kiana Lee. First free throw's up and good. Lee's a 71% free throw shooter on the season. Gets a second opportunity coming up here. Rattles in and out, no good. So the Patriots have a 2-point lead. Inside, nice move to get Hudson the ball on the move, and she easily finishes. Gilmore gets the inbounds. Then the Bears back off. Under 5 to go now. All knotted up at 64. Gilmore for 3 right side. That's going to be to the right. No good. Fields comes away with the rebound. Harmon works it back outside. Fields has it. Lauren Taylor's at the scorer's table. Inside, Houston works on Stanley. Works on her again, and Stanley gets the better of that. 2 great defensive plays by Jasmine Stanley. Oliver goes inside, can't get it to go down. And Brandy Hudson gets the easy basket. And the Patriots are now down by 2. We have an issue with the clock, I think.
Substitution for the Patriots.
And so that allows Lauren Taylor to get inside. Jasmine Stanley will come to the bench and get a little bit of a breather. She's having an awfully impactful fourth quarter on both the offensive and defensive side. Scoring, rebounds, and defense. Lauren Taylor gets it in on Brandon. And they're going to call an offensive foul.
Foul on the Patriots, number 32, Lauren Taylor. Offensive foul.
That might have been one of the biggest flops I've seen since I've watched the World Cup this fortnight. Coach Porter is not a big fan of that one. Wow. That's a pretty big call to make in this position at this point of the game. At best, it's a no call. But we're back on play. We'll see what happens. So Fields has it for Lenoir-Rhyne. Gets it over to Sims, top of the, deep on that left wing. Ball's knocked around. It's on the deck. Brandy gets it and finishes. So Hudson gives the Patriots a 4-point lead. I'm sorry, gives the Bears a 4-point lead. Still a little rattled after that last offensive set for the Patriots. Lee drives inside, goes up strong, can't get it to go down. Ball's knocked a bit. And over the top, Brandy Hudson
Fouls on the Patriots. Number 4, Scarlett Gilmore.
gets it past the defenders. She seems to always get past the defenders and gets toward the basket in transition.
Number 14, Brandy Hudson.
So she'll go to the line to shoot a couple with 3:05 to go in this ball game. Patriots down by 4, 64-68 is the score. This is the Patriots Sports Network. So that was just a 30-second timeout. We're back quickly here. Brandy Hudson is on the line. She'll shoot a couple. Patriots now have 5 team fouls. Inexplicably, Lenoir-Rhyne only has 1 team foul. Or inexplicably. One of the better free throw shooters on the floor. Brandy Hudson gets another opportunity to show her prowess, and she buries that one. Second free throw's up, and she sneaks that one over the front iron. And the Patriots down by 6. Right at 3 minutes to go in this ball game. Patriots need to eke out a couple of good offensive sets and play some defense, especially in transition. Oliver gets inside, goes up strong, and Oliver wanted a foul on that one. Didn't get it. Harmon hit the deck. The Patriots now back within 4. Hudson. Skip it over Sims. And Hudson hit the deck. I don't believe there's a foul on this. I think it was just a slip. And so they just stopped play for some reason. Three-pointer too strong, but gets the shooter's roll as Blakely Crooks knocks down a critical 3. Adams, Shotzi, she buries a beautiful 3. Huge. Okay, so they're going to call a foul on Adams. The Francis Marion faithful are not quite liking some of the calls that that particular official are making. That's going to be Adams' 4th foul. And we're going to see Hudson on the line once again. And so Brandy gets another couple of free throws, and she can't get that one to go down. That was big for the Patriots. Still down by 3 with 1:50 to go in the ball game. Second free throw's up, and she gets that one to go down. So Patriots down 4. Lee has it. Oliver, deep on the right wing. Adams goes in strong and gets the and one. And the Patriots finally the beneficiary of a foul on the interior. And that was going to be on Harmon. Her second personal foul, team's second. And Trinity Adams has an opportunity to cut into this 2-point lead with 1:35 to go. Free throws up, it's too strong, and she had a lane violation. She thought she was going to miss it and charged quite a bit too soon. Jada Richards back on the pine for the Patriots. Some full court pressure. And a good play that time as Hudson gets her 24th point of the ball game, giving that 4-point lead back to the Bears. Richards gets it inside and finishes. Patriots down by 2. 1 minute to go in the ball game. Coach Sims wants Field to take the air out of the ball. Adams works on Fields. Picks up the high screen, gets through it. And Sims has it, 4 on the shot clock. And that's going to be a shot clock violation as a good defense by the Patriots. 5 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. Lenoir-Rhyne's going to apply full court pressure, and why not? They've done a great job here in the second half, causing turnovers with it. Adams has it. She works the ball up the floor. Richards. 17 on the shot clock. Anaya. 6 on the shot clock. She backs up, takes the 3. No good. And the Patriots could not get the rebound on the missed shot by Anaya Oliver. And so with 6.5 seconds to go in this ball game, that's going to take us to a full timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Where can you find Francis Marion University? Are we at our ever-expanding main campus? Or at the new Freshwater Ecology Center? In our theaters, galleries, and classrooms in downtown Florence? Or with the growing list of partners throughout the state? We're all of those places. And we're with every one of our 26,000 graduates. Francis Marion University. We're everywhere.
This one is for every parent who needs a vacation after getting back from a family vacation. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Well, it's the waiting seconds here in this first of a doubleheader action at the Smith Center. The Patriots on the short end of the stick right now, down by 2. .5 seconds to go in the ball game. Patriots need something special to happen. And Oliver is going to get called for the foul.
Foul for the Patriots. Number 11, Anaya Oliver.
And so the Patriots are hoping for Harmon to miss one of these. Harmon not likely to. She's an 83% free throw shooter on the season. First one's up, and she rattles it home. Second free throw's up, and that one bounces around and goes down. So that's a bit of a heartbreaker for the Patriots to have both of those. They find themselves down by 4. Lauren Taylor will check back in. That'll take us to a full timeout. We'll pause for just a moment and come back and finish this ball game out here on the first of our doubleheader evening at Francis Marion. This is the Patriot Sports Network.
Year after year, with unwavering dedication, McLeod Health has stood shoulder to shoulder with families, friends, and neighbors, bringing healthcare expertise and compassion to all the communities we serve. As the region's most trusted healthcare resource, our physicians are here for you. Our nurses are here for you. The entire McLeod family is here for you. McLeod Health, here for life.
If you had to pause your favorite show because your spouse fell asleep, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Well, with 5.6 seconds to go in the ball game, Patriots down by 4. It's been a tight ball game the whole way. The Bears just outplaying the Patriots here in the second half. Their defensive pressure has really gotten to the Patriots, so that athleticism of Lenoir-Rhyne has just worn the Patriots down a little bit, going up and down the floor, causing many turnovers. Lauren for 3. Shotzi, she knocks it down. So the Patriots knock down a 3. We've got 2.4 seconds to go. It's not over, but my goodness, it would take something quite different for the Patriots to steal the inbound pass and get a shot up and either get fouled or get it to go down. So this is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. We'll see what head coach Porter draws up. I wouldn't be surprised to see on the timeout. They get to bring the ball all the way down the floor. Jada Richards in now, and they get it to Fields, and they can't find her to foul. So Lenoir-Rhyne ekes out of here with a 1-point victory. A hard-fought game, and a lot of credit goes to Lenoir-Rhyne. I don't like to call it this way, but there was 2 back-to-back interesting calls that really turned the point and I think took the wind out of the Patriots' sails, but one of them was a great drawn foul by Brandy Hudson, who leads all scorers with 24. She enticed the new official to call the offensive foul on that one, which I thought was a very good play on her part, and that gave Lauren Taylor another foul and changed possession, which would have been an and one because Taylor was right there at the rim. And then, unfortunately, Adams got called with a foul that cost a couple of free throws on the other end of the floor just a moment or two later. So the Patriots with a really, really heavy effort, but that defensive pressure by Lenoir-Rhyne, the Bears just kept on coming at them in the second half, and a little bit too sloppy. The Patriots had 10 turnovers in the second half, both 5 in the third quarter and 5 in the fourth quarter, and that was basically the difference in this 1-point loss. Unfortunately, we lose the ball game. Fortunately, this is not a Conference Carolina conference game, so it doesn't affect our conference schedule. And I think it can be a little bit of a character builder for the Patriots. They've got to look at some adversity, and they've got to make sure they clean things up a little bit when things aren't going their way. So hopefully that will happen over the next couple of weeks when we get deep into our Conference Carolinas schedule. Let's go ahead and take a look at our final statistics and then take a break before we set the table for our second game of the doubleheader when Francis Marion takes on Newberry College. So Lenoir-Rhyne got their 77 points on 28 of 59 from the floor. That's 48%. They were 5 of 11 from downtown. That's 46%, and shot 70% from the line, 16 of 23. The Patriots were leading that edge in free throw shooting all game long until the end of the third quarter and fourth quarter, where they seemed to, the fatigue set in and they started committing a great deal of fouls. Patriots got their 76 points on 28 of 73 from the floor. That's only 38% shooting, 6 of 21 from beyond the arc, 29%, and 14 of 19, 74% from the stripe. Patriots had 15 assists on those 28 field goals, and Lenoir-Rhyne had 21 assists on their 28 field goals, distributing the ball awfully well. 15 turnovers for Lenoir-Rhyne, most of those in the first half. 18 for the Patriots, most of those in the second half. Leading all scorers was Brandy Hudson with 24 points. Leading scorers for the Patriots were Lauren Taylor with 19, 12 for Scarlett Gilmore, 14 for Kiana Lee, and 13 for Trinity Adams. Nia Oliver chimes in with 9 points, 5 points for Jada Richards, and 4 for Jasmine Stanley. So the Patriots are going to drop to 2-4, and the Bears are going to remain unblemished at 7-0. Wow, so we've got some work to get done, and we will start that work on November 30th. We will play our second Conference Carolina game, but that will be at UNC Pembroke, just about 80 miles up the road, our biggest rival up there in North Carolina. We'll be back home for the women's ball game on December 3rd against Belmont Abbey, another Conference Carolinas basketball game. All righty, so the Patriots fall a squeaker by 1 point, 76-77, our final score to the Bears of Lenoir-Rhyne. We will be back here in about 20 minutes to set the stage for men's basketball action here at Francis Marion University. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition.
Tigerville has become Titletown.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.